So I just want to talk about one of the most incredulous, annoying, condescending women that I have came across on the entire platform of TikTok. Now, to tell you the truth, I've been wanting to make a video on this woman for the longest time. Every time I screen record it on my phone, I run out of storage because she just keeps going on and on and on and on and spewing and spewing and spewing and gaslighting and spewing and gaslighting and spewing and being rude and being disrespectful and being condescending. But today I'm on the computer and I've recorded it, so I've got a little bit of footage from her live. That's what she does. She goes on live and debates people. She's one of those debate talkers. We've got this whole subgenre of TikTok in which insufferable people just get on there and spew their nonsense and spew their warped perception of reality, and it's everybody else's problem, and if they disagree in any aspect, they're wrong, and they should just go out and back and unalive themselves, essentially. This is what it boils down to. This classification of TikTokers makes their living sitting in their room like I am doing right now, except I don't make any money from this, by putting a stupid prompt on the live, getting guests to come on there, and then arguing with them and trying to make them look stupid for thousands of people to watch and donate and give them money, and that's what they do day in and day out. They don't do anything else. That is their job. They don't do anything but do that. We sit there and argue with people and try to make them look stupid and spew their nonsense. And there's multiple TikTokers like this. This is the side of TikTok I just can't fucking stand. And so today I thought I'd take a look at one of the TikTokers that I absolutely can't stand and I've been wanting to make a video on for a while. Some of these clips I've got are some of the more tame ones, keep in mind. This woman has acted way worse to her guests. So yeah, let's check some of this out.
Utah Valley Pediatrics.
Utah Valley Pediatrics?
Yeah, yes ma'am. Lily says exactly what I was talking about.
What's the study called?
Hold on. It does not show. Whoa.
Oh.
Okay, but you can still find it though. Like it's really already looked it up.
I don't know about you guys, but I thought the point of a debate was to have a conversation. This guy's literally trying to provide her a source for what he is arguing, and he has the link, he has the article, he just doesn't know the name of the study, to which she responds by playing loud music over him. At this point, what is the point of this? I mean, if you're gonna act like that, what's the point of even having a debate at all? It just seems like a big ploy for attention to me.
Hi, how old are you?
22.
So do you think that spanking is abuse?
Personally, no, I don't think spanking is abuse.
Why is that?
Well, just like how you were comparing earlier grape to being spanked and saying that spanking also what causes trauma. How does spanking a child cause the same type of trauma as having an unconsensual sexual act performed on somebody?
That doesn't even cause the same trauma as itself.
So why even compare the two? Why are they in the same conversation? I'm lost.
Yeah, but you're sitting here comparing things like that to spanking a child.
I don't think you know what I was comparing.
You're comparing that to spanking a child.
I was not comparing the trauma responses.
That's exactly what you're doing, but okay.
That's not what I said at all. So let's go ahead for the 5th time, because it seems like people have really bad comprehension skills in today's society.
I know you're not talking because your arguments are fucking crap.
I mean, you thinking they're crap is because you can't read, baby.
Look, I'm not agreeing with either one of these people. I think they're both being condescending. My thing is, what is the point? What is the point of this conversation right now? You have two people saying, I'm right, I'm right, I'm right, I'm right. No, you took this out of context. Why are you comparing this? You did that. It's just this never-ending foothold for who can get the other one. Like, I don't get it. Like, what is the point? What kind of consensus are we trying to come to?
Okay.
Right,
well,
so...
yeah, I mean, if that's what you're thinking,
do you
have
please.
kids? No, so...
Shh. Both of these people are aggravating me right now.
Don't fucking shush me. Don't fucking shush me.
I did, though.
Bitch, I'm fucking grown. I can talk if I fucking want to.
Oh, not on my live. Mute them. Anyway, so like I was saying before, you seem to be having a problem. What I was comparing was not the emotional outcomes. What I was comparing is why we believe that these things are wrong. And if we believe that grape is wrong in every aspect and in every context, then we must also believe that spanking is wrong because it fits the same logic as to why we think grape is wrong.
So if we are to believe that grape is wrong in any context, under any circumstance, because spanking your child falls under the same umbrella, we are also to believe that spanking is wrong in every context and under every circumstance. But they don't fall under the same umbrella. They're not comparable. They're not the same thing. One is used to discipline the child. One is absolutely horrendous. I'm lost.
Now you can unmute, baby. I need a drink.
You need a lot more than a drink.
Do people seriously not know how to unmute?
We can quit fucking muting my mic. I don't know.
All right, real quick. She had the moderator actually mute the guest's mic, so that's where we're at.
What the fuck y'all thought
I
this
need you
was?
to
I can
stop being
talk.
belligerent, please.
So how would you discipline your kid? Tell me, because if you
not hit 'em.
think so, you think talking to a child time and time and time again is gonna have a real effect on making them listen?
If you are talking to your children and they are not receptive to it, it is on you. I'm sorry, what's the word? It is your responsibility as a parent to communicate with your child in a way in which they understand. It is on you as a parent to find out how your child is best communicated with.
Look, I don't know what kid she's referring to, but sometimes these little mother humpers need their asses whooped. Talking to a kid that won't listen time and time again is not gonna work. They're just gonna keep being disrespectful. So, you whoop their ass. This is how you get them kids to just go to school and think they can do whatever and talk to people however they want and be disrespectful. That's how you get that. There is a big difference between disciplining your kid by whooping them and abusing them. And it's a night and day difference. It's not hard to see. It ain't hard to figure the fuck out. You're just fishing to make people angry with this stupid ass topic, this stupid question.
But
And
you're
if
not
you
answering
punish,
my
stop
question.
talking. Stop talking.
You're not answering my
Stop
question.
talking.
Here we go again with the stop talking, stop talking, stop talking. Yeah, so it's cool for you to say your point of view, but it's not cool when somebody else tries to talk.
You
Calm
beat
down.
around the bush. You're not
Do you
answering
have
my
a child at 22 and you're acting like this in front of your kid? I just want to let you know they see everything. Anyway, so it is on, you should not be punishing your child for your lack of communication. You should be taking every avenue you can to make sure that you are properly communicating with your children. And honey, and if you cannot do that, then you shouldn't have the baby.
You know what? I actually kind of agree with her on this one. You should be taking every avenue you can to discipline your child and make sure they're respectful and well-mannered. And one of those avenues is whooping their fucking ass!
If you can't afford the therapy, you shouldn't have the fucking baby. Don't have the baby. You are playing with someone's life. Do not have the baby.
Don't have the baby. Don't have the baby. Don't care. Don't have the baby. 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 You shouldn't have the baby. You're a single mother at 22. You shouldn't have the baby. You don't have. Who are you to tell people to have babies or not? You imbecile.
Well, I had the baby. I don't spank my babies.
Oh.
My babies are very well mannered. They listen very fucking
And
well.
yet you're yelling in front of them.
But
And
you're
you're
sitting
yelling
here
in front of them.
gaslighting people.
And you're
You're
yelling
not
in
a
front
parent.
of
You
them.
have no background
And
on
you're yelling
children.
in front of them.
I'm not
And you're
yelling in front of
yelling
them.
in front of them.
How is this yelling?
Why are you talking
Do you know
like
what
this
the
in
fuck
front of your
yelling
children?
is?
You just called me a bitch in front of your child.
No, actually,
Are you okay?
my sons are in the other room. Thank you very
Are
fucking
you
much.
okay?
You have zero background on children, and you're on here making an argument about spanking is abuse. You have no
How old are you
idea.
again?
Look, I'm not sure what all was just said, but I can agree on one thing that was said. This woman is bitch.
I was gonna ask them, like, do I make people feel like they can't leave my live whenever they want?
No, you don't. But you do one thing, and it's called rage baiting. You sit there and talk to them in this condescending tone and make them seem stupid and tell them to shut up and play music over their voice. And obviously they're not going to want to leave. They're going to want to sit there and argue with them because you're pissing them off intentionally. So there we are with that.
Like, me being mean to people isn't abuse, baby. I'm not a nice person. Never will be. I don't believe in being nice to dumb people. I believe that we should laugh in their face. I believe we should laugh in the face of people who are willfully ignorant.
Then we should all be laughing at you. You are not a good person. And you come on here and you just gaslight people, you talk over them, interrupt them, and you try to make them look stupid. Because that is in this weird, like, condescending way that you try to justify because you think that you're doing something, like you're smart or something.
I'm going to say this really quick. Do not kick me. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Spanking is abuse. It is the people that is coming up here not making a single argument to the question, which is fucking confusing me. You coming up here piggybacking off the person who just got kicked the fuck off. Still not saying shit. You want to say something, but you're saying absolutely nothing. So this is my take on it. For those who say spanking is not abuse, You're just a lazy ass parent who's not taking the time out of your day, out of your so busy life to adequately assess your child, to say, my child has a problem with listening. Let me take them for testing to see if maybe they have a hearing problem, or to see if maybe they need help. Let me see if they're not understanding. Let me see if this or that. You're not taking the time to do that.
I'm sorry. What? She just said that if your kid is not listening to you, maybe you should go take them to get their hearing checked. Wow, I mean, that just doesn't make any fucking sense to me. If the kid is blatantly disrespecting you, not listening to anything you said, you've told them constantly, you've went over this constantly, and they continue to disrespect you and not follow the rules, what do you think should happen to that child? They should be spanked. Now, when I say spanked, I'm not meaning you haul off on that kid and you knock him across the room and you Chris Brown P. Diddy that son of a bitch. I'm saying spank that kid. If my dog pisses in the floor, knowing that he knows he's not supposed to piss in the floor, I'm gonna put his face at the pee and I'm gonna spank him a couple times and he'll know. Oh, I fucked up. Maybe, you know, if I don't want to get spanked, I won't do that shit again. Isn't the whole point of a debate to share your side, your thoughts and opinions, and then let the other person do the same thing? This woman right here just blatantly interrupts everybody, tells people to shut up, blares music. Every time I come across her live, this is all she does. And she gets paid tons of money from people donating, Cash App, sending her money, just constantly. She just sits there and acts rude and gaslights. It tries to make people look stupid. She gets on people's nerves and makes them angry. So then when they lash out of anger, she makes them look stupid. Now look, you're not fooling anybody. I think your whole personality is just to piss people off, and you use that as leverage to try to make your point look right, when in reality, all you do is get on here and spew a bunch of nonsense. Sometimes telling a child is not gonna help.
What I was trying to say is the fact that I don't think any parent would intentionally try to overpower or take over their child.
I don't care
right?
what the parents' intentions are. It's still abuse. Why is it not abuse?
I just said, because if anything done out of anger becomes abuse. So if I'm going to discipline my child angrily, even if I'm talking...
I'm sorry.
What are you
Do you think rapists are angry when they're raping people?
Yes.
Are you insane?
No.
No, they're not. They're very happy. What are you talking about?
People grape because of a power trip.
Do you think they're
people
do you think they're not
for fun?
Do you think they're not in a good? Yes, people do it for fun. Are you crazy?
People grape people out of fun.
Yes.
So the rapist says, "Oh, this was fun."
Yes.
It was powerful. It was a power trip.
And it was fun for them.
So we got an all-knowing seer here. This woman just knows everything. Obviously, this woman is some kind of all-knowing deity. She knows the reason and feelings behind every grape. She knows how rapists are feeling in the act. I mean, honestly, it's truly incredible that this woman knows so much and has such a profound sense of knowledge on these complex situations. Now, obviously, I'm kidding. Let's just be real here for a second. Grape is a serious thing and is very tragic and bad, but breaking it down to simply the rapist thought it was fun and was having a good time and that's why they did it seems a little cannon fodder to me. Seems like you're just throwing that out there just because. Can a rapist enjoy the act? Yeah. Why would they do it if they didn't find some kind of pleasure out of doing it? I think this is a more nuanced, complex situation. Obviously, every instance is going to be different. Every circumstance is going to be different and have a whole bunch of different context behind it and other variables. So to sit there and say that all grapes stem from the rapist enjoying the act and that's why they do it seems a little airheaded to me, but that's just me.
What I said was to actually spank, if you look up the two words, they're two different meanings. Spank and abuse have two different meanings. So
Man,
spank,
it's almost like they're two different things.
They are. But you're putting
Right.
them together, creating an oxymoron. So what I'm saying...
It's not an oxymoron. One
Yes,
word
it
can
is,
still
because
apply
if
to
you
another.
Spank a child, because even if you look, spanking a child, if you look it up, it talks about corporal punishment with the act of an open hand on the buttock. Grape.
From where?
Look it up. It's what
From
you
where?
You Google it right now. It'll tell
Google
you.
it from where? I don't know what you're
Spank
referring
is.
to.
You're being coy, but that's fine. If you
I'm
look
not
up
being
what
coy. I don't know
spanking
what you're referring to when
I'm
you say
just
random
telling
shit.
you,
Lisa.
any one of your followers will look it up. I'm not lying.
I don't
To
think you're
spank
lying, but
someone-
when you say something, I need you to say where you're getting it from because I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
just told you, babe. I looked it up on Google.
I'm
Oh
sorry,
my God,
honey, real
TM
quickly.
Daddy, you got
You want the
me.
Webster's
Sam, thank you
dictionary?
so much. Thank you so much.
You're digressing, but you want to
Lisa,
you're going
Lisa,
around in
Lisa,
circles.
Lisa, you're like in your 50s. Please don't raise your blood pressure on me because I don't.
My blood
it's not that
pressure is
deep.
fine, sweetie.
Sam,
What-
thank you
see what I'm
thank you so
saying?
much
See
for the
what you're
for
doing?
the
And this is what
subscription.
everybody's been talking about.
Because
All I'm
you're-
trying to say
because-
is you
because
have
you're
two
being
different
belligerent
words
right
up
now.
there. No, I'm not. You have two different words up there that you put together. So with spanking, it talks about correction of behavior. Abuse is a violation of another person.
You can correct behavior via abuse.
You're not correct. What you're not. You're
That's literally how a lot of abuse. You think prisoners in like Guantanamo Bay aren't being disciplined? No, they're being disciplined via abuse.
Okay, so here she goes again with these weird comparisons that don't really relate to each other in much of a sense at all. We're talking about disciplining our children via spanking. They are not prisoners in Guantanamo Bay. Firstly, we don't really know what is going on in Guantanamo Bay. Secondly, our children are not prisoners in Guantanamo Bay. So why are we acting like they are? There's not this two different nuances, bro. I don't get it.
So I'm just like so surprised. How many people on here think hitting your child is okay? Just because.
No, but then they'll just hit their kid when their kid hits someone else, and then that makes it fine.
Right. No, seriously, like.
Honestly, I think maybe these people just weren't hit enough. I think that's what happened. I think these people just weren't hit enough, and they live in some kind of reality where everything's just roses and lilacs, and everybody's frolicking through fields, just taking everybody's feelings into consideration, and everybody's just letting everybody do whatever they want to do. That's not the world we live in. Look, I'll end it off by this. When you're disciplining your child, obviously, I don't think that you should just go straight to spanking and hitting and terrifying them and scaring them to death with violence. I don't think that is necessarily the answer. But do I think it's necessary in certain instances? Yeah, totally. If the kid does not listen, they're blatantly being disrespectful, you've told them countless times, if talking about it don't work, spank them. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's been happening for centuries. It happened to me, and I'm not going to say we turned out fine, but I'm doing all right. I'm doing fine. Have your own opinion. Think what you want to think. It doesn't really matter to me. This is just one instance of this woman being kind of condescending. This one's actually one of the more tame ones. If you hop on this woman's live at any given time, there's going to be a really stupid prompt. There's going to be a really angry guest. And then there's going to be her being really condescending. And that's almost guaranteed 100%. If I'm wrong, I'll give you your money back. But yeah, I'm not going to get into this anymore. I'm tired of talking about it. Anyway, that's the end of the video. If you liked it, be sure to like it. And also subscribe if you're new here. Do you think spanking your kid to discipline them is a form of abuse? Why? Why not? Let me know in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you in another video. I'm Dawson. Peace.
Rims on that big truck, and I keep that fa shooting at your big head. Dummy boy get switched up, and I keep that switch up. Crowd jumping like fleas, waiting for the fixture. I could paint the picture, never needed a bitch, yeah. Switching lanes, I ain't swerving. All these hoes get mad, yeah. Sending all these